Hey, Dale.
Hi.
How are you?
Is this thing on?
I think it is. How are you today?
Oh, the same as I was yesterday and the before that and, the whole 90 days of March.
Yeah, that's true. All right, we'll start the show right after this.
Live from the Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Dale and Scott.
Okay, everybody listen up.
You're listening to the SWISH Edition.
It'll be huge.
As usual, it's going to be huge.
Is it?
Well, that's the goal, Dale. That's the goal.
I guess.
So we're live here in Las Vegas, Nevada on April 18th, taping the show. It's April.
We potentially still have 30 more days of this crap.
I know. I'm really, really not happy about that.
It ain't right.
What is up with that?
There's only so much online poker that can satisfy me.
We need to get back to our slot machine.
I know.
It's not fair.
I hate it.
Anyway, we were supposed to do the show on the 17th, which is Shannon Kopp's birthday.
We don't have to talk. I mean, yes, we can talk about her birthday, but we don't have to talk about it.
No, we're not going to talk about yesterday. But what I wanted to say is, I hate you. What I wanted to say is, I hate you. I want to wish Shannon a happy birthday weekend.
Yeah.
And, yesterday was also the 28th anniversary of the day that Shannon and John met.
Wow.
They met at my favorite bar
Yeah.
in Radford called Hot Chili's, where I used to hang out all the damn time.
How many people do we know have spent their birthdays in quarantine? We know a lot of April birthdays, and they've all just passed. I spent mine.
Right. Yours was March 29th.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
And
sure a
we
lot
got
of people
yours
did.
in just in time.
I actually got to go to a casino and spend. It was probably the best weekend. What we've talked about on the show. It was the best weekend I've ever had.
That was one of the best weekends that we've had.
I really
was
loved
fun.
it. Anyway, excited about Shannon and John. Love the show, and
She's telling me to hush it.
I know, because you went off. I was talking about them, and you went off on something else. So
Because I thought you were going to bring up yesterday.
yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. So, guys, I want to tell you, I went shopping, grocery shopping this week, and I swear to God, I looked like a ninja because
Yeah.
this is my mask. This is the mask that I wear. It's this black thing that hooks on your ears.
It's basically a T-shirt.
Yeah, it's basically T-shirt material. It's great. I got a dozen of them.
It's actually comfy.
and they're very
Yeah.
comfy and they're very easy to breathe through. And
Yeah.
you just throw them in the wash.
Right.
I mean, it's basically the same material.
Although I
as
don't
a
know, you put it
t-shirt.
in a wash, it might start to fall apart.
You think?
Because it's not really like the ear holes aren't like really reinforced, so I would think it would start to tear.
Well, I'll wear it several times before I try to wash one. to
I
see how
avoid it at
goes.
all costs.
Well, we try not to leave the house. So.
Right.
I did this. Talk about being bored. I was
Yeah.
so bored that I made a lasagna the other night, and I videotaped the entire thing and put a 4-minute video on how to make lasagna up on the Swish Edition's YouTube page. I don't know how many people got any useful information from my stupid
No.
video, but it ended up even though it was a little burned on the edges because it bubbled over because I put too much in there.
I like the crunchy edges.
Yeah, it was really good. I thought.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
It was fine.
Yeah. You want some leftovers for dinner tonight?
No.
We still have a lot more.
I know. We got to give it to our neighbor.
Yes, we do need. Cheryl would probably enjoy having. So she's asked for some, and I offered it to her. All right, you want to get to the news? There's some fun things to talk about this week.
Are there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you hear about this Indiana man who went to the ATM to get $100 out? And he looked at his balance, and it said $8.2 million.
Right. And I saw that picture because it was an image. I didn't see a video of it. And the first thing I saw, it was a picture of his receipt. And the first thing that came to my mind was his withdrawal and his balance. And he basically was withdrawing his entire balance because there was no extra after the 8.2.
But isn't that most people's bank
Right,
accounts?
I guess so. Well, that's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
Is he withdrew his $100 or $200, and it had the available balance was 8.2 million. So he withdrew his entire balance.
Well, he expected to get a stimulus check for $1,200, and instead he got $8.2 million.
He must have had a lot of dependents.
The very next day, it was gone. So I guess the government realized that they
Yeah, they're usually pretty good about that.
they fucked it up, which is pretty funny.
It would have been fun to see.
I would have immediately
No.
took it all out.
No.
No?
It wouldn't be worth it.
Can you get $8.2 million out of an ATM?
I don't think so. No.
I think what's our limit? I think my limit's $2,500 a day,
It's something like that.
which is damn good. You got to have a limit, otherwise I'd be in big fat trouble.
Do you though? I think the ATM limit is more for the bank's peace of mind than it is yours.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's your money, you should be able to go and get as much as you want.
I think so.
And there shouldn't be a limit, but I get the reason why they do it.
It's to cover their own ass in case someone
Right, yeah. But
steals your money.
But that's a hefty limit. You really, if you need more cash, you should be going to the bank.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, we've been telling people the last several weeks the things that they should watch that might entertain them in these dark times of ours.
It's my favorite.
Leslie Jordan.
He's been all over. So he's been noticed now. He's been on, who's the heavyset guy late night? The British guy, James Gordon.
Okay.
And he was on The View the other day.
James Corden was on The View?
No. Leslie Jordan was on James Corden show.
Okay.
And then he was on The View the other day.
Got it. So he's making the rounds.
He's making the rounds.
That's what you're saying.
I mean, he's making the rounds.
So he's got his own YouTube channel, and he puts these. It actually starts on Instagram, and then it ends up on YouTube. It's called Living a Full Life, and they're about 5 minutes long, and they are fucking hilarious.
They're
just
so funny.
These little vignettes of his life.
Yeah.
His dead mother, he talks to her all the time. She's not really there. But he talks to her all the time like she's in the next room, which is fucking hilarious.
It's so funny.
He is just the funniest man, and he comes up with this stuff. If you guys don't know him, he's been on Will and Grace a lot. He's Beverly Leslie on Will and Grace.
I'm wondering if some of the stories that he tells, are they true?
No, most of them probably aren't.
He had this story about Faye Dunaway the other day, and I was like, could it be true? Because I would have no way of knowing. Because it was funny if it was true.
Right. But the best part is him eating a breakfast sandwich and watching porn. I mean, it's hilarious.
I want to quarantine with him.
Yeah, it's not dirty. It's just really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
Speaking of living your full life.
Don't bring this up.
I do have to bring this up because it was very troubling to me and to the other residents of our circle here.
It was horrible.
So we had this 3-legged bunny that lived in our backyard.
Yeah.
And the reason he only has 3 legs is because our next door neighbor cut off one of his legs. The reason he cut off one of his legs is because the bunny got caught in one of their rat traps, I guess.
Something. I don't know.
And they couldn't get the bunny out, so he had to cut his leg off. But then he didn't die. He lived for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Yeah, he lived for a while.
Like maybe
we knew
months.
about it, right?
Yeah. But unfortunately, little Hoppy, who we'll call him, wasn't fast enough with his 3 legs, and Charlie got a hold of him.
And the thing is, when we go outside for the first time in the morning with the dogs, I always try to take a peek because I'd like to lay eyes on the rabbit because they're out there so often. And if I see it, I go out first and I kind of shoo it away, and then, it goes about its business. But it was early this morning. It was before 6 a.m. that I got up. I remember this day, and I forgot.
Right.
And I let the dog out, and
the dog got the rabbit.
I heard squeals.
So rabbits squeal?
They squeak.
Yeah,
They squeak a little. Yeah. It almost sounds like his toy. And I'm wondering if that's why he likes them now. Because when he picks them up, it squeaks like his dog toys.
It's funny because I think that he didn't mean to kill it. I think that was an accident.
Yeah.
He thinks he might have just scared it to death. Yeah. Because there are no bite marks in the rabbit.
No,
I think he just scared it to death.
And even when you play with him, like he'll grab your hand and he'll bite down. He bites down. He can be pretty hard. And for a fluffy, soft rabbit, it might be too much. But I just think he plays too rough. He just wants to play.
Right. So this was the third rabbit we've lost in the last month.
I can't take any more of this. It's horrible.
Rabbits of the earth, stay out of our backyard.
Can't do it.
We have 2 dogs that
They're
want
so pretty and
that want to
fluffy.
eat you.
I want to keep them all.
I want to talk about something that we talked about last week. I told you guys that we were very excited to watch the
Hot in here.
maybe, but what am I going to do about it now?
I don't know.
The Thunderbirds were going to be flying around the Las Vegas Valley. This is the United States Navy, Air Force?
Air Force.
Thunderbirds, the aeronautical, they fly real close together, all in a row.
Yeah.
And they were going to fly all over the hospitals, the 16 different hospitals here in the Las Vegas Valley.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a hospital like right here. Like we could throw a stone at it. And so we were absolutely sure that they were going to fly over our neck of the woods. They did not.
No. So the news and a lot of other places posted on Facebook this flight plan. So we went out, and little did we know, we get there, and we are not the only ones who thought of this place to go watch this thing happen, because the flight plan would have had them come over us twice.
Yeah, we're at the PT's parking lot.
But they didn't come over not one time.
No, and we saw them in the distance. Several
yeah.
times. Like, oh, see that tiny little dot? That's them.
Because the valley's pretty flat, so if you can get to a little hill, you can see
the
lot
whole-
of things.
You can see the whole thing
Yeah.
in one spot.
Right.
Yeah. But they were far, far away.
But I was on Facebook earlier today, and the Navy graduation in Colorado happened today, and the Thunderbirds were there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so they're getting some more.
And you could
airtime.
see the graduates stood their hat up, and they were all like 6 to 10 feet apart.
Yeah.
It was funny.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So they did. So wait, so they could have their graduation, but all these high schools are canceled.
Well,
I
high,
mean,
high school students don't know how to socially distance, I guess.
I guess, high school wasn't I just hated it, but I can get why you want to have those things. Those are things that you've earned almost.
I actually have no recollection of my high school graduation. Like zero. Like I'm thinking in my head.
Yeah, I can remember bits and pieces of mine. Mine was outside on the football field.
Yeah. I remember my college one. Shannon was there.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. I have no recollection of high school. I guess I graduated from high school.
Don't you think it's sad?
I feel sad for the graduating seniors.
Right,
Both
yeah.
college and high school.
Because there's certain fun things that you expect. The homecoming, your last prom.
Prom, a yearbook. Well, homecoming would have been
That
last
would have
fall.
been, that would have passed.
No, but prom, getting your yearbook, having your friends sign your yearbook,
Your class ring. Did they
ditch
even
it.
get the orders in?
ditching half your classes because you know that you're done in a month.
Did they even graduate? Because
They don't. They don't even have.
They don't even know.
They don't even have a plan. There's no plan. At least here in Las Vegas, they still don't have a plan. They don't know
Well,
what the fuck's gonna happen.
How do you really come up with a plan in a month and a half for all these students? You go from in a building to outside of a building. It can't be easy to come up with it
Right.
like that.
I suspect they're gonna have to go to summer school
Maybe.
if the world's open back up in summer. I don't know. We'll find out. What else are we going to talk about? I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about the world shortage of condoms. Did you hear about this?
No.
So they're expecting in the next couple of weeks or a month or so, there's going to be a shortage of condoms because most of the Malaysian factories that make condoms are closed down because of the coronavirus.
Wow.
And Malaysia makes 20% of the world's condom supply.
That's a lot of condoms.
Yeah. But a lot of people
I
are
didn't
also
know
saying
that.
that people probably aren't wearing condoms right now, and that's why we're going to have so many babies in December.
I kind of thought this was going to be another baby boom.
Yeah. So,
I don't know if that's good for the country.
yeah. No. I think now is a really bad time. to
Not
have a
not
baby.
not 70 years from now, it's not good for the country.
Right? I don't know. We'll find out.
I think it's a strain on the economy.
No more babies. Dale
No
said,
more babies.
Dale says no more babies.
No more babies.
Sorry, guys.
We're doing our part.
Right. Because butt babies don't live. Is that why? So there are 3 restaurants that we're not allowed to eat at anymore. Did you hear about this?
Oh, yes, but tell me your reasons.
We're not going to eat at Potbelly,
Oh no, there goes your favorite sandwich shop.
Shake Shack,
Oh my god.
or Ruth's Chris
fucking A.
ever again. These are 3 multi-million-dollar companies that have locations all over the country. that took money from the small business loan program during the Congress set up by really doing some underhanded things, like splitting their business into multiple fractions so that they were smaller so that they could get this money. And who knows if it's going to trickle down to their employees? It probably won't. I mean, they've got millions of dollars, and they're taking money away from real small businesses that really need it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a shame. But what do you do in these times? I don't know.
You don't milk the government for all it's worth to get money that's not for you.
That's very true. And I wish there were things in place where like applications were looked upon more stringently. But
I think
everyone's working from home.
Right, and I think they're trying to do things really, really fast and get things done.
And then this happens.
Right.
Yeah. Because you have to file for your assets, and your assets should be verified. If you have so much, you don't get money.
Agreed. And they're sending stimulus checks to people. We're really not supposed to be talking about politics on this show.
Let's go. Move on. Move on.
I don't want to get into it because I have opinions that people don't necessarily agree with.
And we don't have that many listeners to
piss off.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
That's what I was getting to.
Well, we don't have a lot of viewers on YouTube, but we certainly do have a lot of listeners on our audio podcast. So yeah, from all around 144 countries, Dale. Let me remind you about that.
Oh my God.
Hey, would you like to rub elbows with Martin Scorsese, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Robert De Niro? Because
not now.
Yeah, not now. But when this is over, they are giving away a walk-on part in their new movie called Killers of the Flower Moon, based on a 2017 book. And it takes place in the 1920s, and they're going to be filming it as soon as they can. Mm-hmm. They're raising money for Feeding America, which gives money to all these different soup kitchen type places all over the country. They want you to give money, and then they're going to pick someone to come be in the movie with them.
That's kind of fun.
Now, here's the part I don't... So that's cool, right? Yeah. And I would love to do a walk-on role with Leonardo DiCaprio. That'd be great, right? Because I'm sure I would get there, and you'd fall in love with me, and then you'd go off and make butt babies or something, right? But...
he's not even that cute anymore.
He's got a lot of money.
That's true.
The movie is said to have
You're too old and you don't have boobs.
The movie... I'm starting to get them. We've been eating so much.
Aren't we all? I'm sick of eating.
$200 million budget for this movie, right? Killers of the Flower Moon. And they're not going to release it in theaters. They want to sell it to Netflix. Can Netflix afford to buy a $200 million movie?
Yeah.
Can they?
Do you know that the subscriptions to Netflix have risen like substantially? Like in Disney Plus, I think now has more subscriptions than Netflix at the moment because people are at home with their damn kids and need them to do something, so they get them Disney.
I did not know that.
Yes.
They have a lot.
For the first time, Disney at this moment has exceeded Netflix subscriptions. That's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
People are bored out of their effing mind.
I guess so. Now, I bet the people at Fox are sad that they sold all their assets away.
You
because
think?
they could start their own streaming service. They sold everything.
Yeah, they did. Well, weren't they like hemorrhaging some money?
They really were.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know Amy Schumer, the comedian, who I love her when she's in movies. I think she's really funny. Her stand-up is horrible. It's the worst stand-up I've ever seen.
I agree with you.
She's disgusting.
I've seen her in some improv, and that's funny.
Yeah. I tried to watch her last stand-up special on Netflix. It was a piece of trash.
I'm not a stand-up fan at all of anybody.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Anyway, she changed her baby's name. The baby is 11 months old, almost a year old, and then she decided to change the name because it sounded like genital. The given name was Gene. Gene was the first name, Gene, and his middle name was Attell. Attell. So together it sounded like genital.
Genital.
So they changed it.
I mean, if wait, what's the husband's or the father's name? Is his first name Gene?
Maybe, but I don't have that written
Because
down.
if you come from where I come from,
Yeah.
and people at home, what they call me, yes, I would have a problem with this because they would call me genital.
Right, because everyone in Delaware calls you Dale Wayne.
You don't have to tell everyone in the whole world now.
I can cut it out. So now the baby's name is Jean David Fisher.
Well, I actually like that.
So Fisher is the last name. I guess Amy Schumer married a guy named Fisher. I don't know what Fisher's first name is, but someone could look it up. Someone who has access to the internet. All of our internet shit's busy right now.
Yeah.
Producing this
we
podcast.
Can't touch anything.
Do
or
not
shit will go
touch
crazy.
anything. Put your mask on.
No.
Put your mask on.
No internet surfing. No phones. No
Right.
nothing.
Oh my God, Ellen DeGeneres cannot catch a break. She's gotten so much shit in the last couple of weeks. Have you been following this?
I've seen a little bit of this.
So first of all, some employee of hers has just been going off online and trying to collect stories from as many people as he can to find out, to get stories of how horrible she is to people.
Yeah.
And people have been sharing these stories. Apparently, she's a mega bitch in real life. And she treats people horrible.
It's weird to see these stories and how she is on air because she presents this persona of be kind to one another.
I know.
Isn't that her like tagline?
Right. And she's so, when you see her on her show or on a game show or something, she's always so much fun and friendly with everybody.
Right.
But you could see how she could be an angry, not pleasant woman.
Yeah, I guess.
I can see it. It's right there below the surface.
I mean, because if these people are sharing these stories, what do they have to gain?
What do you have to gain from that?
Right.
But apparently what's happened now is that she's doing her show from home, right?
Amy
And
Schumer's husband's name is Chris Fisher.
Chris Fisher. Thank you, Shannon.
Cheryl.
Shannon also told us.
Oh, yes.
So now I lost my train of thought. You fuckers. Stop reading the comments.
Well, that was a text message.
Oh, so she's doing her show at home now.
Yeah.
And she's ditched her entire union staff that worked on the show at the lot in Burbank. And she's using a non-union company that came into her house to produce her show. And so they're really pissed because they're not getting paid. They've been basically furloughed. And she's using someone else to do her show from her house. So they're pissed about that, too. So everyone's pissed at
Oh,
Ellen.
I didn't know there was a crew there. I knew it was Ellen, and I know that Andy was in the background because it's funny.
It's like 4 people.
Oh.
Yeah. But they hired a different company to produce it for her.
Well, that's kind of shitty.
Yeah, you would think that she'd use her own people.
Right.
Right. Here's some good news, and
Yay.
Melissa will like this. She already knows about it, I'm sure. Disney, it feels bad that their guests can't come to the park, so they've released the recipes for the theme park things that people love so much. 2 of them have come out so far. It's the park churros, which you can get at those little stands.
I've never had one.
Oh my God.
Do you know how long it's been since I've been to a Disney theme park?
Really?
Ages.
Yeah. You were a kid.
Ages.
Yeah. I've been as an adult many times.
I mean, I've been to Disney, but not Disney World. I've never been to Disneyland. The last time I was at a Disney park was Disney the thing they ruined in Orlando.
I don't know what that is.
Yes, you do. We've talked about it because you've been, and they
Epcot.
No, they changed. There was a whole bunch of nightclubs.
Oh, Paradise Island.
Nope, not Paradise
Yes, it was
Island.
called Paradise Island before they ruined it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not
Well,
talking
that
about
thing.
that though. What we're talking about is churros, and then they also released the recipe for the Dole Whip, which you get in a little thing.
Don't know what that is either.
I've never had it, but I bet Melissa has had Dole Whip. Right? I don't know.
Is it like whipped cream?
It's like a whipped cream kind of something with Dole. Maybe it's got pineapple in it. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't talk about things we don't know about.
Why?
But-
We do it all the time. That's our forte.
But we will talk about Paradise Island next time and how they did ruin it.
It's horrible.
Where it was midnight. It was New Year's Eve every
It was
single
New
night of
Year's
the year.
every night. You can go to a bar, get a drink, ticket anywhere you wanted to go.
Yeah.
They had a comedy club. They had a blues club. They had a rock club. They had a rap club.
They had
a
a
rock
country-
club.
country
a country
bar.
club. It was.
A country club.
I mean, a country bar.
Yeah, they ruined it. It's gone.
It's
Now-
gone.
Now,
it's all gone.
now it's just called Downtown Disney, and it's all stores.
Now it's a Disney store and a Lego store and
Yeah.
a store here, and a store there. It's bullshit.
Fuck you, Disney.
Ugh.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I care. They ruin a favorite thing of mine.
Why don't we talk about all these things that we hate?
Yeah.
Because we unfortunately watched a bunch of things that we really didn't like this week,
Mhm.
or you didn't like. So have you guys seen the movie The Kitchen with Melissa McCarthy, Tiffany Haddish, and Elizabeth Moss? Have you seen it?
I have.
Because we were a little disappointed in it.
Yeah.
These are some heavyweights. They're pretty good at what they do, and they were trying to make it a
And
drama.
they're comics.
It really should have been a comedy.
And I like comedy in drama, but there was no comedy.
Right.
None.
It could have easily been, but it wasn't a very good movie. But you could have taken the same exact plot, basically the same script, and made it a comedy because you had Tiffany and Melissa,
Right.
who are amazing at comedy.
Right.
And it could have been a funny
It could have been a great.
crime drama
Right.
comedy movie.
Right.
Dark comedy
Dark
maybe.
comedy, yeah.
But they tried to make it just a drama, and it didn't work. Didn't work for me.
No, I didn't like it at all.
Then another thing I was really, really excited about this week was, and I told you guys about last week, was Belgravia on Epix, which is from Julian Fellows, who created and wrote Downton Abbey,
Mm-hmm.
wrote every episode of Downton Abbey.
Mm-hmm.
This is his new show that takes place about 100 years earlier, like the turn of the 18th century.
Right.
It's a little, it's heavy.
I don't like it. I didn't like Downton Abbey. I went to the movie, yeah, and I enjoyed the movie. The movie was fine. It was 90 minutes. I can't get into these things
Yeah.
with what goes on upstairs, what comes on downstairs. I don't care. I don't care that she's having a baby. I don't care.
All right, so we don't care. We're not going to be watching it. You shouldn't be talking about that, though. You just ruined the first episode for everybody. Melissa says that
No one's gonna watch it because no one subscribes to Epix. Well, it's free right now, so everyone
it
has
is
it.
free. Everyone has it. Melissa says that
Downtown Disney.
It-
That's what it's called.
no, it's called Disney Springs, not Downtown Disney.
No, Downtown Disney.
She wrote, now it's Disney Springs, not Downtown Disney.
But it was Downtown Disney.
No, it was Pleasure Island. Can you read? She said it was Pleasure Island. Now it's down Disney Springs, not Downtown Disney.
I don't know.
Dale can't read, y'all.
Well, the computer's kind of far away because I didn't want the thing to get out of the shot, but I can bring it forward. There we go.
Now can you see it?
Now I can see it.
Okay,
Pleasure
good.
Island in all caps.
And the Dole Whip does have pineapple in it.
Yeah.
We also watched the new series Run that premiered on HBO last
Mhm.
Sunday night, and you didn't like that either. Really? I thought it was fun. It was a really fun premise, and you wanted more information, but I think the whole point is that you don't have information.
Really?
You got to learn it as you go. Don't give anything away, because I think it's a good show, and I want to keep watching it.
I've been watching my Quibbies.
Yeah, how are you enjoying that?
I am enjoying it. I've limited myself because right now, it's a new service,
Yeah.
so there isn't a whole lot. There's a lot, but not a whole lot. So I have not binged everything.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting to finish one thing, and then I'm going to go to the other.
Okay, so you're not skipping around.
No,
Okay.
but I'm following all my ones that I want to watch.
And you said that the Steven Spielberg After Dark thing hasn't started yet.
No, I think it's in May.
I'm very excited about that one.
Yeah, it's cool that
You can only watch
depending
it
on
after
where you
dark.
live, the sun has to set before you can even watch the thing. That's fun. That's fun.
You know what's not in our script and what I
What?
wanted to talk about? What did we see the other night? We were outside at like 9 o'clock with the dogs, and I'm like, what is that up there in the sky?
We, for about 2 minutes, thought we were being invaded by aliens.
It was the coolest thing in the world. It was
Because being so close to Area 51, you kind of have to have that in the back of your head. Like, it could be a possibility.
yeah, but it turns out that it was satellites.
Yeah, it was the coolest freaking
we saw
thing.
at least
coolest thing.
15 or 20.
I mean, they just kept coming.
yeah,
And, like, almost exact intervals,
Right.
and you could see them, and then they would disappear.
It was really cool. So they say that the best time to see satellites in the sky, you have to live somewhere where it's dark.
Very dark.
And it's pretty dark here. I mean,
Yeah.
even though we're close to the Las Vegas Strip, it's pretty dark where
Well,
we live.
You have to tell everyone that it's very dark, and then all the satellites kept disappearing where the Luxor light started to spread out.
Yeah,
That's when they would disappear.
As they got over the strip, they disappeared.
yeah.
But yeah, so it was about, they say a couple hours after sunset and a couple hours before sunrise are the best
Yeah.
time to see them.
It was the coolest thing.
There's a lot. There's thousands up there. You can see them every night.
Well, that was the first time we saw them because we've actually, how many times have we seen the ISS? Which is, now that's cool.
Yeah.
Now that's cool because that's brighter
Right. The International
than
Space
anything
Station.
because that actually has lights on it. But
Yeah.
the satellites don't, so you see them with the reflection of the sun. That's what you said?
Yeah, which is why you can't see them at midnight. You can only see them, like an hour or so after sunset.
But I believe the ISS has lights on it. So you actually see,
Well, yeah, 'cause there are people in it.
that
Yeah.
going, and it's fast. It's
Yeah,
really,
it's really cool. You can get the app and find out exactly when it's coming over your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very excited about this because Showgirls is one of my all-time favorite movies. You ever see Showgirls
No.
with Elizabeth Berkley? It's a Las Vegas movie. We've got to watch it. You've got to see it.
Really?
It's one of the worst best movies of all time.
All right. No, there's a thing for that. Worst
Yeah.
best movies.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's pretty good. Ooh,
Like American Pie.
right.
Worst best movie.
Movies like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's there's a new documentary coming out. It's called You Don't Know Me. N-O-M-I, Know Me, which
Don't
is the
Know
main
Me?
character's name. It's coming out. It's going to be on video on demand and in theaters, actually, in June, if theaters are actually open. I think it's mostly going to be video on demand.
I'm liking this. I'm liking this, and I hope it becomes a thing.
Yeah. So they were calling Showgirls as a trash masterpiece, which is true.
That's nice.
How have you not seen it?
I haven't.
I have the DVD in the next room. We're going to watch it.
Oh, my God.
This information is for the Sabos over on the other side of the valley.
They're on here. I see them.
Yeah, The Mandalorian is coming out with a new behind the series.
Hey.
So they're going to be 8 episodes, 1 episode for each of the episodes from season 1, with all kinds of behind the scenes stuff, how they made the episode.
You know what?
Yeah.
What Disney also did, and we watched it, which was kind of cool, but they were kind of short. But they came out with another series, and there were additional episodes to the other series that we watched, which was behind the scenes at Disney.
Yeah, just like little
So-
vignettes about.
There's more now.
Oh, really?
There's more.
Oh, good.
And there's a different series of a similar thing. But the other one, I think, is just theme parks.
Okay, you still haven't said exactly what it is.
It's a behind the scenes, Disney behind the scenes.
Right, so each one is a different Disney person who works at Disney, like an animator or a performer
Right,
in a
and
show,
there was
or
one
a
for
ride operator.
And there's one for ESPN and all that
Right.
stuff. So we thought we watched them all, but no, we didn't.
There's a bunch more.
Now there's more.
Cool, and they're only like 4 minutes
It was
long.
like 4 minutes. Yeah, it was fun.
They're just like, here's a little glimpse at my world and how I put my shit together so that you can enjoy it.
yeah,
Yeah, but this is going to be cool because
I think so too.
This will hold you over until season 2 of The Mandalorian comes out, which we don't know because there is no date yet for Mandalorian.
You
season
know
2.
who did a tease today?
No.
And it was a horrible tease because they didn't even give a glimpse of any sort of information.
Yeah.
Was Apple TV Plus put out a tease today about the morning show? It was like blah 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 blah. Look out for season 2.
Yeah,
They make it seem like it's coming.
imminent, but it's not.
Right.
A lot of things aren't coming. It's going to be a while because all of Hollywood is completely shut down. So nothing.
Yeah, but look at when the morning show came out and they were renewed pretty much immediately. Could they had started filming some
they
stuff?
did. They did
Could
start.
we get
Yeah.
2 or 3 episodes of the season? Then it goes on break and you have to, like the damn Walking Dead.
Yeah, it just depends on how many episodes they put in the can before
Yeah.
they had to stop. I don't think they got very far, so
Mm.
they'll probably wait until they get it all done,
Boo.
which is going to suck.
Boo.
And Melissa is now not my friend anymore because she said that she didn't like. She hated The Mandalorian, which I don't understand. I thought it was really different and fun, and
And
it
I
had
am,
so many nods to the original Star Wars movies. And
and the thing is, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan at all.
Yeah.
But I watched, liked, and could follow. Like, I didn't think I needed to know anything from before. Like this,
Yeah.
this was a good standalone series.
Absolutely. But there were so many Easter eggs in there to the original movies.
Oh
that
yeah, there's
were
a whole
so
website
exciting.
dedicated to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. And on that same theme, Disney Plus is also working on a Rogue One prequel series. Rogue One, which I thought was one of the best movies that they've done in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do
This
with
reminds me that I need to go and find that infographic that was being posted around on Facebook. And basically, if you were not a Star Wars fan, that you needed this infographic. And it told you, you had Star Wars 1 through, where are they at now?
that.
9.
Yeah.
And then it tells you where Mandalorian fits, where
Right.
Rogue One.
Where Clone Wars fits,
And
where
where
everything fits.
And like, if it wasn't for that, I would have no idea, because I'm just not that kind of. I'll watch them because I think
yeah.
it's a fun movie to watch.
There's also a chart like that for the Marvel universe. Or is it Marvel?
Yeah, that's
or is it
another one.
with,
Another franchise that I can't quite
like
follow.
what order you should watch Thor, what order you should watch Spider-Man, how
Right.
you watch all the movies so that they
Right.
go in the right order.
And that one for Star Wars is quite something.
It is. There's a lot of pieces to the puzzle, and
Yeah.
they're adding to it all the time.
I know.
So
it's going to get bigger. But it was a cool chart.
I got a couple more things to tell you, and then we probably should get out of here because I know a lot of people want to watch One World, which is starting now.
Oh, that's right. If you don't know about it, oh my God, it's on Facebook, Instagram,
ABC, CBS,
Hulu,
NBC,
lots of cable channels, Apple
everywhere.
TV Plus. It's the 2-hour event with Lady Gaga hosting
3-hour event.
3-hour, and it's hosted by. Did you know it's by Jimmy Fallon, James Gordon, and
Corden.
and the other guy that you
And
don't
Steve
like.
Colbert, which I
That's
hate.
the
Who
one.
I hate.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rolling Stones.
So it's already
Paul-
started. It's 7 minutes in.
Yeah, but they'll re-show it a million times. Taylor Swift, Rolling Stones, Paul McCartney, Elton John, Celine Dion, everybody's on it. Jennifer Lopez, that'll be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's starting tonight. Oh, there's a very smelly dog sitting underneath me. But I wanted to tell you about this. My cousin, Catherine Foley, is who lived in Washington, D.C., just down the street from us when we still lived there.
Mm-hmm.
She is competing on a Food Network show.
I can't wait for
Called,
this to come
it's
out.
called Bake Away Camp. It's a baking contest show.
Mm-hmm.
It features Martha Stewart and a lot of other celebrities. Well, Catherine is one of like 6 or 7 people that are competing on this show, and it's debuting on the Food Network on Monday, May 11th. So
And she won't tell us anything.
no, she's not allowed to because she knows the ending. And
I
they
know.
filmed it months. They filmed it last year.
You would think we spent Valentine's Day together.
Yeah.
And she could tell us something.
Valentine's Day that was before she filmed it. She filmed it last fall.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that we've had these moments together, and I
Right.
felt that we were a lot closer than apparently we are. She won't give us any details.
She's probably signed some kind of document. That
I'm
says she's
sure.
not
I'm
allowed
and
to.
I kid.
I mean, it's just like the people that sign, that do things like Amazing Race. I mean, Amazing Race
Yeah.
is taped 6 months before
Way,
they
way,
show
way
it on
before.
TV. Yeah. All right. I don't have anything else to say. I'll save the rest of the stuff on my script for next week.
There we
And,
go. Everyone go watch One World. It should be fun.
I think
It should
it'll
be
be
interesting
fun.
at least.
I think we'll at least have it on the background
Yeah.
and do other things.
So
'cause-
just so you know, if you're on the West Coast, it's
Yeah.
going to be hard to find on the cable channel. So you have to go to like Facebook,
well, it's on Comedy Central
because a lot of networks are starting it at 8.
Yeah. But for everyone that's listening to this podcast, it's already over.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm sure you can watch it online somewhere.
Oh my God.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for coming in.